I will show you how to cook a miso soup. We're going to prepare the dashi.
What is dashi? Is it dried seaweed?
Yes, it's a kombu seaweed. Thank you for your help, Mr. Chef.
And what is this?
These are bonito flakes.
When I went to this marketplace in Japan, excuse my accent, tsukiji?
Tsukiji, right.
There's a place with a kind of big wheel that cuts the flakes and it smells like...
By the way, do you want to smell it?
Yes, it smells the same, but this is the smell of Japan.
Okay, next step, Jean-François. Do you know tofu?
I like its shape, and I also like the way it moves when you put it on the board.
Exactly. Please touch it. As a good Japanese housewife, I cut it on my hand. Because if you cut it on the board, it may fall into pieces when you take it back. That's it.
Great.
Here comes the miso soup.
Do you mind if I exchange tofu for foie gras? To find out whether foie gras is good, you have to touch it like that with your finger.
Wow, very sensual.
That's it.
So French touch. May I give it a try?
Sure.
Right, it's quite firm.
It's both resistant and supple. I will take the liberty of stealing something from your traditions. I'm going to cut this foie gras on my hand.
Be careful. It's easy to cut, just like tofu.
That's why drawing a parallel seemed obvious.
Did you immediately think about foie gras when you saw tofu? Why did this idea come to your mind?
Why this idea? It smells very little, it's very light. Foie gras gets its flavor when you marry it with something tasty. Miso soup makes this encounter possible. Foie gras always needs to be raw. I didn't add in salt, I didn't devein it, didn't prepare it in any way.
You didn't even devein it?
Certainly not. Those little defects make cooking interesting. It becomes interesting when you can find tags doing like this. I think it's ready. It cooks really quickly, that's a plus.
Already?
Yes.
You cooked it just like tofu?
Look at it. Doesn't it look like tofu?
It's so nice. What a surprise. A miso soup that turned into great French cooking.
It's not great cooking, it's just cooking. As Paul Bocuse says, there's only one way to cook when it's good. Cooking's not about being great, it's about being good. Here's the Japanese version, and here, the Franco-Japanese one.
Great.
Let's taste it.
I can't wait for it.
Take the right one.
Itadakimasu.
Bon appétit.
Bon appétit. Jean-François, do you know that in Japan we don't use a spoon to eat miso soup?
Right, you eat it that way.
Exactly. But personally, I eat it the French way. It tastes really good.
It's probably the best miso soup I've ever eaten.
Thank you.
How'd you say? Otadakimasu?
Itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.